Hello, everybody. Laura back again. I'm just sitting here knitting on my Lumen shawl. I'm on the lace row, so I'm probably not going to be paying a lot of attention. Um, and since I'm here alone at the moment, it's okay. I do want to say that we have a new make along going on in um, connecting with crochet, and it's basically try something new. It has to do with stitches, crochet stitches. Hi, Sue. That mimic knit stitches. If you're a knitter, I want you to do something new to you. Uh, if you're a crocheter, then that would be trying out some of the stitches that I talked about in Sunday's connecting with crochet. And it doesn't have to be a big project. It can be a washcloth, it can be a coaster, it can be a placemat. Just, and I need pictures by the 4th of February. And I have to write that down or I'm not going to remember to say that on my other lives. Finding something to write with or to write on. Sometimes that's the problem too. I dug out the yarn today, otherwise I've been busy. Good. Okay, so I want the pictures by February 4th. Pics for make a long video. Okay, I can go in the trash. Hi, Brenda Shell. Let's see, where was I? Looks like I forgot to do my yarn over. Yep, I did. Yarn over. Net one. Yarn over. Net one. Okay, that'll have to be good for the moment because I've already confused myself, but I've fixed it. So, I went and got food from the food bank, so I'm good there. And picked up a couple things at the grocery store as my friend had to go. So I'm like, oh, I'll look around and check on a few things, and I found a couple things. So, um, I'm good. I'm good on food. Yay! Um, yeah. So I need to go take a nap. I got up early in order to go to the food bank. But I'm working on my lumen. I am trying to figure out how to fix and redo parts of my phone case tutorial. I can't believe it. I'm like, but I was watching it. It was fine. Yet my hands in the video come down off. Yeah. So anyway, somebody gave me a hint that might help. So I'm going to look into that. My new year didn't start well with my bank notifying me of fraudulent activity on my account. Now my debit card is blocked. Oh, don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Yeah, I've dealt with that several times, like 3 or 4, maybe even more, that we had fraudulent activity. Luckily, we almost never had any on our checking account. Luckily, but almost every credit card we've ever owned, we had some fraudulent activity on. I think I remember one time it was the checking account, and it wasn't very much, thank goodness. And of course, they gave it back to us as soon as they solved it. But yeah, there was one time there was a charge for airplane tickets on our credit card, and Yeah, it was not good. I mean, it was solved eventually, but it wasn't good. Hello, Jen. Thanks for coming. Had one reprinted from that. Had to change all the accounts. Yeah, exactly. You'll be lurking. Okay, Jen. Like I said to the representative, this is not my first rodeo. Exactly. See? So, give me. I took my pain meds, and of course it helps with the pain, but it makes me sleepy. And I got I got I got to find paperwork and get a few things together for Thursday. And I tried to get things set up for tomorrow. But now that I think about it, neither one of them have called me back yet. Better put my phone in silent. I did already. Good. Because they can call and leave messages, and that doesn't affect us. And I'll just get back to them when I'm done, if they even call me. If they don't call me, I have to get back to them when we get done. Because one is for my ride to my doctor's appointment tomorrow, and the other is for my doctor's appointment. Yeah, a different doctor's appointment. I have two of them tomorrow. Since it's chillier, my cat is more snuggly on her terms. Yes, I know that. I was just falling asleep last night, and the cat gets up on the bed and says, meow, 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 meow. And she's butting my hands, and she's licking and biting. And I'm like, why do you always do this right as I'm about to fall asleep? I mean, this was like after 2. And I'm like, I just need to get some sleep. Well, after 1:30 anyway. I spent an hour on hold with Social Security this morning. Ugh. Yeah, I can imagine. Having been there. Although I can't leave a message. Every time it asked me to leave a message, it asked me to put in a pen. And of course, I didn't have a pen. It was ridiculous. I got hung up on so many times. I finally just went down there, and then I sat in the lobby for over an hour before I got to speak to somebody. Meanwhile, my friends were sitting out in the car. Crazy, but yeah, I know. And my cat is the same way. Uh, she crawled up on my lap while I was knitting and took a nap because I'm warmer than the rest of the apartment, even under the covers, even with the heat on. Because I actually slept with the heat on for a couple of nights, but last night I was like, no, I don't need the heat. I was already too warm, and I don't know why, but I was already too warm in the bed anyway. Out here in my chair, she'll come and lay by me. Oh, she's like, oh, she's knitting again. You're doing that thing again. Yeah. And so she'll curl up next to my legs for the warmth, next to my leg and the arm of the chair. So I get what you're saying, Bryn. My head just suddenly itched. Anyway, so yeah, I still need to finish putting my sweater together. I'm having a little trouble. I just need to I just need to watch the video of the gal I got the inspiration from. See how she excuse me, darn it, see how she did it because I don't know how much room I need from here to here. I know it's going to be more of a boat neck. It'll just curl on itself and it'll hang that way in the front and the back. The representative was nice and is going to send me the forms in a large print. Oh, good. Yeah, the teeny little stuff that they send you or expect you to read on your computers. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I should have just gone and taken a nap. Oh well. I'm here. We're here. I don't know where the cat is because she was out when I came back. She was going around at my feet while I was changing my socks because my feet said, I don't like these socks. I knew they were cold, my feet, that is. The socks, my feet were pushing, right? Because you step on the pad of your foot. So pushing, the socks were pushing, and I had imprints from the socks all over the bottom of my feet, and my feet were like, this does not feel good. We don't like these. I said it causes a lot of eye strain to do it online. Yeah, good for you. And I know. I totally get that. I totally get that. So I'm on round 85 on the Lumen. I'm having a good time, and that's what's important. And like I said, I have to work on my sweater. I don't quite know how much side seam I need, how much underarm, I mean around for the sleeve to be attached to the body of the sweater. And I don't quite know how much to go this way because I don't want it so tight that it's, choking me. Because the front, like I said, the front and the back will curl up and be a boat neck. So I'm like, I don't need a lot of. I suppose if I put it about as many inches as a shirt, that'd probably be good. That's right, one stitch in one row at a time. Yep. Well, the stitching is already done. It's just a matter of uh, I'm doing single crochet. Uh, I'm single crocheting the pieces together now is what I'm doing. It was all knit on the knitting machine. But yeah, you're right. And let's see what else. I'm not ready to do that because I still need to watch the video on how to make mittens on my 22 pin Centro. I think I might use that one to make scarves for kids. Maybe even socks, tube socks for kids. Ooh, I have some yarn that would be perfect with. I wonder if it would work on that thing though. Centros have an issue with certain yarns, and I'm not sure that yarn's going to work. Besides that, it's in the bucket at the house still because it's got wool in it, and not everybody can wear or use wool or have it on their skin or whatever. So, man, am I tired? I feel like I'm been hit with a brick. Oh, well, I have been. It's been 2 hours. I think I'm gonna have to take a nap. Um, okay, so uh, connecting with crochet, which is my Sunday fun, my Sunday live is connecting with crochet. So we're doing make along. They can be fussy. They can be. So we're doing a make along, and it's, what did I call it earlier? Try something new. I better write that down. That I named it. Try something new. Try something new. And we're running through the whole month of January. It can be, I don't want you to do anything big, unless you really want to. I need to get these socks done so I can start on hats. Yeah. Um, coaster or coaster, um, dishcloth, hot pad, um, placemat, but I showed you couch, I think it was Teeny Couch, teenycouchcrochet.com, 9 crochet stitches that look like knitting. And so if you're a crocheter, I want you to try one of those, one you've never done before, a trivet, exactly. Um, laugh out loud. Afghan squares, that's right. If you're a knitter, do something different. Do something new. Don't make it very big. Send me your pictures though by February 4th, and I will make a video. And I don't have the date yet for when I'll have the video out. Let me have a few weeks to think about that one. I've got to get through some rough stuff the next couple 3 weeks. So actually, it's 2 weeks from today. Um, so yeah, do something new, do something different. Try a stitch you've never done before. And I know, I have a book of knit stitches and I have a book of crochet stitches. So I mean, there's plenty I haven't tried, but I'm doing my lumen, and that's what got me thinking about it. I'm knitting along, and I'm like, well, what crochet stitches look like knit stitches? That would be something really cool to look into. So that's what I did. So that's how this whole thing happened. But yeah, give me your pictures, whatever it is you make. If you make more than one, send me more than one, please. I just need to know um, what the name of the stitch is. If it's knit or crochet, that'll help just so that I can just read it right off and into the um, so I can record the voiceovers. That's what I'm trying to say. And if it's written out in your email, it's quicker that way. I can just go to your email and I can just read out, this is the person's name and this is the stitch they did and it's knit or crochet, and then there's the picture. So I would appreciate that little bit of help. If you don't, well, then all I'll be able to say is so and so made this. Anyway, you don't want to be the so and so, right? I'm making Afghan squares from an Afghan sampler leaflet. Yep, you told me that on Sunday, and that's a great idea. Um, oh, my heavens. I sat down in my chair and I'm like, don't go to sleep, Lord, don't go to sleep. Because it was hitting me hard enough before 3 o'clock. It was hitting me hard enough at 2:40. And I'm just like, don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep. Okay, anyway. Um, I can't think of anything else. I have to put a few Christmas things away. Still up. And my tree, which if you can't see the picture at the moment, it's up there. My unicorn tree. And some paper that I got off the table downstairs. I'll have to tackle my nemesis lace. Yes. Um, I haven't had any problems with the way the lumen's written up at all. Every now and then, like I found as I'm doing the next lace round, it's like, wait a minute, I have 7 stitches. I'm supposed to have 8. And then I go look, I pull it back out and I look and I'm like, oh, this one didn't cross. Oh no, that was the one where I had too many stitches. I had 9 stitches. Somehow this one hadn't crossed over, gone over top of that other stitch. But another time I'd forgotten to put in the yarn over. So I just picked up the yarn down below, pulled it up. So there I had my stitch to work with. I have this little teeny tiny crochet hook. I think it's a B. It's a 3 millimeter. I think it's a B. That I've been picking up the stitches with when I find that I've missed one somehow. And it's usually a yarn over that I've missed. So of course that time the hole is smaller than the regular size yarn over hole. But it's like, well, it's close enough. I found the problem. I solved it. I didn't have to rip out 3 rows to get back to the right place or whatever, 2 rows. to rip it out to get back to the right place just to fix it. I'm not doing that. So there you go, Sue. Don't drop your stitches, number one. Don't drop any stitches when you're doing lace work, because then they go woo, and then you got to figure it out, or you got to start over, or you use a lifeline like I've been doing in this one. I put my lifeline in, and then I get going, and once I've got the hang of it, I'm like, oh, I don't need the lifeline, but I leave it there just in case. I could move it up, but what's the point? The next round is going to be like, I don't even remember how many stitches, 300, 900. I'm in section E, and that one is 384 stitches around, and then section F is 768, and I guess that's the biggest. Oh, right now my paper won't go back in. And I tore the top of it. And that's supposed to be right there. Okay, close enough. Anyway, I have a round knit baby blanket to do with cables and lace. It's sitting on a bag. There you go. That sounds good. I would love to see a picture of that after it's done. Yep, I'm working on the lumen, and I thought, you know, originally it was supposed to be me and Pixie Stitch working on it together, but I'm just like, I'm stuck on the sweater. I need to work out how to do that. I'm stuck on the mittens. I haven't had time to look at how to do the mittens on the 22 pin. And those are for me. The mittens are. So I decided, you know, it's already started. I just need to get the rounds done, around and around and around and around. So that's and Veronica says that I'm actually stimulating her so that maybe she'll actually get hers going too. At least with knitting small squares, the lace won't be so overwhelming. That is true. And I think that's the thing. I think we were looking at this and going, oh, feeling oh so intimidated. And I am not a tight knitter, so I'm probably going to use more yarn than she actually says in the pattern, which is Expression Fiber Arts, if you don't remember. I am a very loose knitter, although some of my stitches are really tight in here, but I'm rather a loose knitter, so I'm probably going to use more yarn than the original person did. I don't really do gauges unless it's important. Really important. It has to be really important. And yeah, don't let it be overwhelming. No, please don't. The whole point was to make it fun. Let's try something new. Okay, I'm falling asleep. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're watching in replay, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm falling asleep. I got to go lay down. As much as I want to knit, I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to take me a little nap. I better set my alarm. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. I love you all. Be safe. Bye-bye.